Ladies and gentlemen, this is Click Nerd, and how's everybody feeling today?
Man, I'm wonderful today. How about yourself?
That's awesome. I'm glad
That's
to hear.
good. That's good.
There's a leak in the Marvel concept art about with the Hulk and is it for Doomsday or what?
It's for Avengers Doomsday, which is really crazy because what I'm looking at here is very contradictory to what I was thinking was going to happen. Yeah. So just scrolling through here, looking at some of this concept art, we got what it looks like Star-Lord and White Vision
sitting together, just chilling
on the couch, like they just
ordered
ordered
Vision
pizza.
Part of the galaxy at one point in some continuity or some story at one point. Or no, that's never been that kind of thing.
No, I don't know where this comes from. This is different. This is very different. You got Scar, Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, and then you got regular
Banner Hulk, and then Scar is Banner Hulk's son, and then we got So
what I'm looking at here is on to the right is
use
Scar.
your mouse to let them know.
So what I'm looking at here is we got Scar,
okay,
Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, and then we've got
Banner
Hulk.
right there.
Yeah, Banner.
And then at the bottom we got now that's obviously not T'Challa. I don't think that is.
No, it's definitely T'Challa.
I think T'Challa?
It's and a lot of people are saying this is the recasted T'Challa.
Okay. I like the cape. I know that's one of the original styles of like how T'Challa used to be, or Black Panther used to be back in the day.
Right, and also from the 90s, we have what you call Marvel Knights to Black Panther. So Marvel Knights was that series.
Real quick, and we'll continue. I've seen one where he's got the double pistol, and he's got like a trench coat, and he was like a cop at one point.
Not sure of that one.
Okay, that's awesome.
That not sure of that. That's different.
And what's that next one right there? When we go to the next one, we will. We're almost done with this one. Then we're gonna go to the next one, and then this last one on the right of it, is that Doom in his chamber of doom? Or
looks like we got God King Doom. So in other words, Emperor God King Doom. So he's in all white. You got Stephen Strange here to his left, and we've got what we see is Susan Storm, and looks like we've got Mr. Fantastic in chains.
Hey, he's been dying to have him bow before him for a long time. I guess with this concept art being leaked, does it cause any problems for you as a fan? And like, does it hype you up? What are your feelings towards it, if you have any? Is it just the people be doing too much on the internet?
Yeah, so right now it's just way too early for me to understand what this concept art is even going to entail. So in other words, it's cool, but I think the only thing that may even be kind of accurate here are the bottom two. So we got the King T'Challa and God King Doom. I don't know what they're going to do with Scar, but Lord help them. Hopefully they do come back and,
reset
that.
Yeah, because Scar's pretty dope, and a lot of things that I've seen him in.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. We'll see how this works. We'll see how it goes out.
So. Well, that's it for that concept art. That's interesting. I take it as fandom. I think it is maybe just, again, I think people who are like in Marvel just have too much time on their hands and they're using their phone, and anytime it shouldn't be leaked because
we are going to, however, get that Vision series. So we'll see how that works out too.
I hope so for West Coast Avengers. Mm-hmm. I think definitely with Power Man's going to probably be included in some type of way.
You think they're going to bring him over from the Netflix series?
I think he's in the Netflix series. Power Man?
Power Man.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not. I'm talking about.
Are you talking about Wonder Man?
Wonder Man. I apologize. I always do. I know Luke Cage is Power Man, but I meant Wonder Man, and I thought Wonder Man. I
thought there was a series coming out.
It is coming out, and it's going to be like he's an actor. Anyways, that was awesome. We'll move on to the next subject.
All right, man.
All right, guys. Well, that was awesome. We were in it with our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That show on Disney Plus.
What a great surprise.
I needed that.
I did too.
That was something that hit my soul, and I'm just happy. I'm very happy that what came out of it. I love the artwork. Can we show a little bit of the artwork?
Sure.
Pick the next tab.
All right. So how about also, not only that.
Go back. I apologize. Go down.
So look at this beautiful artwork. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You got Peter, and what's his friend's name again?
Oh man! So we'll go ahead.
Right here on the right is his friend, and she's actually you don't know yet, but she's got some secrets on her mystic abilities. She at one point towards the end of the show, spoiler alert, sorry, but she's talking. He's talking to her mother. So she hasn't really revealed what her ability is, what she has, but I'm looking forward to it. Peter with the retro 1960s look, with the glasses and the vest, the nerdy look. I mean, it was dope. And then you got the white. You don't even go with the blue and red. You go into the white, which is kind of, what is this original suit, if you don't mind?
So I don't know where they're pulling this from, but here's what I could. Going back to your question about who his friend was, her name is Nico.
Nico.
Okay, played by Grace Song.
I don't know who that is, but
then
you did a great job.
Thank you. Your guy Coleman Domingo as Norman Osborn.
How
awesome!
Boss.
Yeah, he's doing great on that. Carrie Walgreen as Aunt May, and Zeno Robinson as New Goblin. Oh, so yeah. So going back to it, let's flip it. All right. So this suit, I think maybe they pulled this from PlayStation 4, to be honest with you. Or PlayStation 5.
It is on there from the PlayStation, the Spider-Man 2 one. It's not one of my favorite ones, but I mean, you might be right. I thought this was from a comic book. But the Fantastic
where you're
Four,
pulling this from? Yeah.
And have a white one
This is from the Future Foundation Spider-Man that you're talking about.
Okay.
Sort of looks like this, but not quite. There are little variations on it. Yeah, so then we've got, there's a good look at young Harry Osborn.
Who saves in the beginning when he's in this retro On My Own Spider-Man with the gas tank, steampunk type look.
Yeah.
That's Norman again. Trying to get him squared up because he's an ally at this point. He sees the potential in Spider-Man. He knows who Spider-Man is, and he is trying to get him to fold. You'll see. It develops.
I definitely think he's trying to mold him into what he wants Spider-Man to be. That's for sure. Look at that great dynamic pose they got going on here.
Look at the rev shooters, the classic old rev shooters.
So you said people were hating on this artwork because why?
Oh, well, the design of the blocking, I guess, with the 3D look of it. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Obviously, it's not. I think you have to really be a fan.
I think that's gorgeous.
I wish we had some more art, but
I'm sold. Here's the other thing. What about that awesome?
Let's talk about Tombstone.
Okay.
Lonnie, the quarterback specialist, the quarterback, the guy becomes Tombstone.
Oh,
who his story changes.
I know who you're talking about. Okay,
he was just a regular good kid. He's like one of those jocks that everybody wants. He's cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? He can be a nerd. He can be with the high school press. You know what I'm saying? He could be with anybody. And the thing is, he slightly comes on the other side of things, the other side of the track.
Yeah,
and it goes into forming into that. I guess you can call it gang life. I don't know. I mean, Marvel's version of gang life.
What about the song? How they remixed the song too? That was beautiful.
I mean, the song is dope. You're just gonna run over the Lonnie,
because I think because there's something we have to deep dive into. I think that's a whole nother episode. Like we need
friend foe. The beginning of the friend foe and the setting the scene. I mean, it's really, really good.
Well, he does that with multiple people.
He does that, exactly. That's kind of like the thing with Spider-Man.
It's
tough when he has to take them down and he has to beat them.
I'm gonna be crushed when Harry and Norman flip on him.
I'm honestly gonna be crushed. I mean, that obviously, but when the live action, when I guess Ned. From
you're talking about Ned Leeds? Yeah.
Tom Holland is going in part. I just think it's going to be crazy when it goes sideways for him, when he becomes the Hobgoblin.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, I mean, with it, what are you rating the Spider-Man?
Oh, man. So if I had to go 1 to 5 out of this thing, I'm giving this thing a nice solid 4.5. Does it have things that I wish it would do better? Absolutely. But 4.5, solid. Entertaining,
hit all the points. The ending or the beginning starts to starts the first part of it, it loops back together.
Absolutely,
I'm with you with that 4.5. I think that we don't agree on a lot of situations, on a lot of things, but I think that is one thing that we can agree on. 4.5 on Spider-Man, because it came out kind of out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, and it's just as good as the X-Men 97, but better. You know, I don't know if it's better.
Hot take.
I don't know if it's better. I can't say
that's a great hot take,
but I definitely need a season 2 in my life.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Daredevil was in it, and Daredevil's like a type of like a mentor,
played by the actual Charlie Cox.
And they played a theme song for it, and then again, Norman Osborn.
It's clear that we like this show.
Definitely. Next segment we're going to talk about is the Daredevil Born Again series that they're revamping for the MCU for Disney Plus. I'm totally excited for it, but I do have mixed feelings. Muse being the big bad, but I think Bullseye is going to be in it as well. It seems like it has multiple like villains: Kingpin, Muse, Bullseye. So that's always a good thing. They're bringing back the Punisher. I think Jessica Jones was rumored to be in it.
So you love John Bernthal as the Punisher? Am I mistaken? Do you like him as the Punisher? You don't dislike him?
I don't dislike him.
Okay.
But, I mean, has he officially the Punisher? Every time that season 1 and season 2 felt like an origin story.
That's why I brought this up.
And I don't know if we should bring this up because we want to talk about Daredevil.
Okay, so moving on. It comes out March 4th, 2025. What's your anticipation level?
Oh, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. I think Kingpin, Vincent, I can't remember.
D'Onofrio.
He's back in it, and he loves the character. I think them two on screen is going to be good. Foggy
Nelson's coming in.
Yeah.
Karen Page will be back. So then we also wanted to mention that Daredevil Born Again was a comic that was brought up in 1986 as their original, right? And it was written by Frank Miller.
1986, baby.
Oh, you must have an affinity for 86 for some reason, huh?
It's just just the year I was born.
Ooh, so a long time ago.
When was you born?
Not too.
80?
No.
1980?
Yeah, you can keep coming.
1980. Oh, 1979.
Oh, you
1979.
No, you can go the other way.
1979.
The other way, please.
Like my man said. Damn.
Listen, we're going to stop talking about my age on this channel. So Daredevil, awesome.
Yeah.
I like Charlie Cox.
There's more images on the right, but
absolutely.
You see the helmets. Do you think those helmets will actually be something that I know they're going to obviously show it, but you think he'll go into those different?
I hope so. Because you know what I want to see? I want to see this one in particular.
I want to see the black one. I ain't gonna lie.
This one right here?
Yeah, I want to see that black one. Go to the right and let's see just little clips from the show.
Sure.
Just little images. Go down to there. That's Bullseye right there. Maybe click on this.
So did you see what I sent you the other day on Instagram?
They're going back and forth. He's throwing
the knives at him. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Season 3 where him, Daredevil, and Bullseye's in the Daredevil costume when they're in the office space fighting is the best fight scene. When they're throwing office supplies, throwing staplers. That is the best
because he could use anything as a weapon.
Anything as a weapon. He's bouncing it off.
This suit does look tough though.
It does.
Look at that. Look at that suit, man. Look at him with the Captain Morgan pose. I love it.
And then look at Punisher.
This one right here. Oh, so is he actually going to wear something that reminds us of the Punisher?
That he is the Punisher? Maybe. We don't know.
I mean, we very rarely get that.
Just be that. Please be the Punisher.
I'm so sick of the origin stories of when he's the Punisher and when he's not the Punisher. I'm so sick of that.
I'm not going to lie. There was a point where he was in a pawn shop and he's talking to the old dude. He's trying to get something. And then, he's telling, I got this and I got that. Man, I got it. And he said, I got children from there. Children. And then he's he kind of walking away. And then he kind of goes to the door, switches the sign to closed, walks back, gets the bat. Yeah. See, that's Frank Castle. Yeah. Frank Castle will beat you up for anything that's gross or disturbing or anything. I think you need more.
So it sounds like Daredevil for you, to me, is more of a together show. Because the supporting cast is just as important as Daredevil itself, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think that's the bonus plus. I mean, personally, if they just focus on Daredevil and Frank Castle wasn't involved, I wouldn't be mad because I think we do have season 1, season 2, season 3 of Daredevil, but I still feel like they haven't scratched the surface.
My favorite fight scene of all time with Daredevil, just real quick, is that one where he's in that hallway.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
that was very Raid-esque to me.
So mine, besides the one with them in being the office supplies, is when he has the suit and he actually gets the rope extended and he gets Noble and he flings him off of the. I thought that was dope. Again, we digress.
Okay, all right, moving on.
We love Daredevil. I love Daredevil.
Let's rate it real quick.
Rate what? What are we rating?
Rate it your anticipation level.
No, hell no. You're not. I'm not. That's
you're not going. You don't want to do that.
That's personal.
Okay.
I don't want people knowing I'm about to geek out being a red mask when it comes on at March 4th. looking
in the room, just sitting there brooding. All right.
Next thing we're going to be talking to is Invincible.
All right, man. So I am really digging Invincible.
Not to cut you off, but people talk about the artwork of the show. Is it lacking for you as an artist? And you get on X-Men that last season talking about their artwork, and you really got. And again, people can see that, so make sure you cover what you type in there, buddy.
Well, okay, so I'll say it with my chest.
Say it with your chest.
So the very last season of X-Men, season 6 it was, or 5, one of those, was horrible. It was horrid and horrible, and I absolutely hated it.
You hate it. So back to my original question.
So Invincible, is this that bad?
Is the artwork?
I don't know. You take look at this. Look at this right here. No, the artwork is not bad at all. And plus the story's so good, and it builds on itself, and it's growing. It's not just building. The story's growing in art form. I have no problem with it.
People may or may not know. The Invincible universe is madly huge. It is nasty. Like there's graphic novel books this thick, multiple on Adam, Eve, on Rex, on just Immortal. Like they all have their own mythology of it, and it's just massive.
You're not wrong. It is a very large world. I can tell you this: is this season the best season? I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's only, I think it's maybe 6 episodes. Where are we at? 6, 7?
I think we're at episode 6.
Okay. I think it's gonna end at 8. I think they're only doing 8, which is fun because they're about 50 minutes long, which I love that. Getting a 50, 40 minute.
I love watching Oliver's growth.
Oliver growth was, but my favorite character is Titan. Titan is my guy. That last the one before it, where
he pretty good episode.
Where he's still he obviously Invincible is stronger than Titan, but Titan is smarter. He's older, and he knows how to navigate without even punching Mark once.
Here's what I can tell you. Was it crafted well? Was that a good use of a villain who is a guy you almost root for? He almost makes you want to root for him. So
I don't really feel like he's a villain. He just kind of does things his own way.
Yeah. So
because he doesn't kill people unnecessarily.
I agree with you. Yeah. They treated everything. Like I said, it was growing. Everything growed in this episode, in this series.
Do you want to rate this? Now, this is something that we can rate.
Absolutely, I'll rate it. So we're doing out of 1 to 5 to keep it consistent.
Keep it consistent.
Why don't you give me your rating first, since I went first last time?
I'm gonna hit it with a strong 4. Still got 2 more episodes to finish it off.
Okay.
The Invincible War is probably gonna boost it to a 5 for me if they do it right. The Invincible War, if you're not familiar, there's pretty much, I don't know if there's different multiverse versions of Invincible Mark that's going to be showing up in the scene because, what's his name? I know he's played by Sterling Brown, but I can't think of the dude with the black dude with the brain that he, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he's got the Invincible War. Back to his original question, I'm sorry. I'm going to say a hard 4. Pause. Yeah,
Engstrom Levy,
yeah.
This guy,
and I'm glad we got this new episode that we can show you guys who we're talking about.
Yeah, so Engstrom Levy. So I'm gonna give it a solid 4 as well. Honestly, I wanted to give it a 4.5, but we're not done yet.
We're not done yet, and it's probably gonna be a 4.5 because there's 2 episodes left, and they all have got some meat and potatoes on them. Switch 2 is coming out here soon. You have a Switch 1. You own it, the product. Are you looking forward for the new enhancements that obviously the Switch 2 is going to have? I know it's going to have more RAM space. I mean, please give us your because you're just an easy man. You're a simple guy. You don't need all that extra gizmo. You know what I'm saying? You're not Iron Man. You're simple. You know what I'm saying? You're like Power Man.
I don't know how much more I can be called simple, but moving on to that.
Simple.
So here's the thing. I really enjoy the Switch because, like he is saying, I get to play all the games that I played when I was a kid from 1987.
Plus, that's a plus right there.
Yeah, it is, and I could take that Nintendo Switch.
Galaga on it.
Yeah,
does it got Galaga?
I can play Tetris to Galaga to Excite Bike to every other game that Nintendo ever offered.
Awesome. Duck Hunt?
I don't know. I haven't seen that. But
Okay.
if I did, I would probably punch that dog in the face.
Boom, boom, boom.
I can definitely play that. So here's the deal. I take the Nintendo Switch from playing it on my big TV, and I can also play with other people online. Take that thing, the console, I can detach it from its base and go sit in my bed and play with it like a Game Boy.
You know, I wish you would play
What's that?
Castlevania.
Actually, I have Castlevania on the Nintendo
That's
Switch.
dope.
And we
That's
can
why you're
actually
my
play that
guy.
anytime you want because guess what? I have 2 controllers. Thank you, Mikey.
That's dope.
Honestly, if Mike hadn't pushed me to get a Switch, I probably wouldn't own one, but it's probably one of the greatest consoles I ever owned because it's easy and simple for me to play. So my anticipation level for the Switch 2, I don't know because I just got my Switch 1, man. So essentially what it looks like to me and per this picture here is looks like we're going to get better grip on your controller. So on each side,
better grip.
well, on each side of the base of the Switch, you have kind of cheap kind of controllers, if you ask me. So we get external controllers to use instead of using the controllers it comes with.
Gotcha.
So this is going to maybe have better controllers, maybe better OLED, so maybe it'll be better light, and we need better battery power because even though mine lasts really long, I think that this one's going to last even longer.
What is the normal duration time?
So mine's pretty new, so I can play with that thing for like 4 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
So it's not a problem
That's
for
not
me.
bad at all.
But yeah, and I'm old, so
You got
4 hours,
Smash
I'm
Brothers
asleep.
on there?
I don't know if that's on there or not
Yeah,
because see,
Smash
that's one of the
Brothers on
problems is that the Switch 1 has limited gameplay when it comes to graphics because it can only do so much. I think the Switch 2, you're going to be able to play games that have that need a higher processor. And so it says right here, for instance, the Switch 2 looks like it's a lot like its predecessor, the 8-year-old Nintendo Switch, but the console is bigger and has a larger screen. And each Joy-Con looks like it has an extra shoulder button. So it looks like we're going to get all kind of upgrades. It looks like we're also going to releasing to see OLED, so that's good. The design looks a little bit sleeker and is a slightly larger version of its predecessor, so that's good. And I think, like I said, it's going to definitely allow you to play games with higher processing rate. So you're going to get better graffics.
When is the release date for the Switch 2?
That's a great question. Let's see here. There's the battery life. Oh, look at there. The ports are going to be SD, micro SD.
USB5, okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it's
USB5
just,
is
I don't
awesome.
think it has a hard release date yet. It's just going to be later this year.
Okay.
So I don't think we're looking at 2027. I think we're looking at late 2025.
So the PS6 is supposed to be coming out. Would this be a device that you would compare with the PS6, or this is just two different? This is more of a
no, I would not
handheld?
compare this to
Gotcha.
anything like that. So in other words, I wouldn't compare this to any of your like high-powered PlayStation
Gotcha.
or
This is a
Xbox
handheld.
consoles.
This is the super PSP, super Game Gear.
So it's definitely like a Steam Deck, and
Yeah,
that
okay.
is something that is
Old school.
yeah. I honestly this thing is gonna be better than the Switch 1, but I'm really kind of burnt on it because I just bought my Switch 1.
I digress.
So anyway, what's everybody else's anticipation level for the Switch 2? You guys like the Switch, or you going to have a high anticipation for the Switch 2? Drop
in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments.
Dropping
Let us
a
know.
like.
Yeah.
Tell us, is that something that you guys need for Christmas?
Yeah, that is definitely a question for you guys.
Is Santa Casey going to be blessing you guys with a Switch 2, Mr. Moneybags?
Not anymore, because Mr. Moneybags broke.
He about to be a granddaddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
About to be a grandpappy.
Come on, man. I'm already old.
I digress.
All right, man. We're out of here.
God bless.
All right. Peace.